Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel where we share with you the most incredible stories about dogs. Today we'll be diving into a heartwarming and inspiring tale that showcases the unwavering loyalty and compassion of a dog who selflessly stayed with an injured fox until help arrived. This touching story will warm your heart and remind you of the incredible bond that can exist between animals. So get ready to be amazed by the incredible actions of this heroic dog. The forest was quiet. Not peaceful, quiet. Somewhere under the dense canopy, a small fox lay trembling with pain, unable to move. Its leg was twisted at an unnatural angle, and its eyes were wide with fear. The cold night air made the situation even worse. Predators roamed nearby, and every second the little fox stayed helpless. Danger crept closer. But in the shadows, a loyal figure appeared. A dog, fierce yet gentle, refused to leave the fox's side. No one trained it for this, no one told it to stay. Yet instinct, or maybe something deeper, kept the dog there. From the very first moment, the dog stood guard, barking at anything that came too close. The rain began to fall, turning the forest floor into slippery mud. The fox whimpered softly, its cries echoing the turmoil in its heart. The dog nuzzled it gently, trying to comfort the frightened creature. It stayed between the little animal and the dangers of the wild. Every rustle, every snap of a branch made both freeze. But the dog's presence was a shield. Slowly, the forest grew darker, the sounds of the jungle louder. Owls hooted their eerie calls, insects buzzed, crickets chirped, yet nothing distracted the dog. It refused to leave. Hunger and cold tugged at its own body, but loyalty was stronger than discomfort. Hours passed, the fox could barely move. It was exhausted and scared. The dog didn't flinch. It paced, barked at approaching shadows, and even fetched small sticks and leaves, bringing them back to the fox as if offering them as a gift. Occasionally, it nudged the fox with its nose, whining softly. The night deepened, the silence broken only by the sound of falling rain. Finally, the first glimmer of hope arrived. Villagers, alerted by a neighbor's shout, came running with flashlights and cautious steps. The dog barked urgently, guiding them to the fox, refusing to let anyone approach too quickly. "There it is," a voice called out, breaking the stillness of the night. The dog's ears perked up, hope flickering in its eyes. It had waited so long for this moment. When rescuers finally reached the small animal, it was clear how dire the situation had been. Mud covered its fur, its breathing shallow. But the fox's eyes softened the moment it saw the dog still standing by, protecting it like a guardian. The villagers worked quickly, lifting the fox carefully and wrapping it in a blanket before carrying it to safety. Through every motion, the dog followed, sometimes stepping in to block a branch or sniff out an obstacle. Nothing could break the bond it had formed over those long hours. The injured animal wasn't alone anymore, thanks to the courage and determination of one faithful friend. Once the fox was safe, the dog didn't celebrate or relax. It stayed close, watching, making sure the animal could rest without fear. The next morning, the villagers brought food and water for the dog, but it only took a few sips of water before returning to its post by the sleeping fox. For days, the dog didn't leave the clearing. It watched over the fox as the sun rose and set, its unwavering loyalty evident in every glance. Over the next few days, villagers provided care, healing the fox's wounds, and through every checkup, the dog remained, lying nearby, never leaving, never resting. The injured fox was making progress, its spirit lifted by the devoted canine companion. It was a testament to their bond that the dog's presence had helped the fox heal faster. As the days turned into a week, the villagers grew fond of the dog, recognizing its unwavering dedication. They named it Scout for its brave and loyal nature. The dog's heroic deed became a local legend, a reminder of the incredible bond it shared with the fox. On the day the fox was finally well enough to return to the forest, a crowd of villagers gathered. They had grown attached to the resilient animal and were glad to see it thriving again. As the fox prepared to leave, the dog whined softly, sensing its companion's departure. It nudged the fox one last time, as if saying goodbye with a silent understanding. The fox, in response, rubbed against the dog, expressing its gratitude for the unwavering support during its darkest hour. As the forest welcomed the fox back, the villagers couldn't help but feel a sense of loss. They had witnessed such an incredible display of loyalty and compassion that it had touched their hearts deeply. Still, they knew that for the fox, returning home was the best thing for its well-being. In the weeks following the reunion, the dog continued to live in the village, forever a local hero. Children would come up to pet it, their laughter echoing in the streets. Each pet, each word of praise, a tribute to the dog's remarkable deed. The dog basked in the attention, its tail wagging, but its eyes always hopeful that Scout would one day be reunited with its furry friend. Meanwhile, deep within the forest, the fox thrived, its leg fully healed and its spirit unbroken. It roamed the woods, forever changed by its ordeal. The experience had taught the fox the true meaning of friendship and resilience, all thanks to a dog's unwavering loyalty. The story of the dog who stayed with the injured fox spread quickly throughout the region. People came from neighboring towns, eager to meet the courageous canine. Videos and pictures of Scout with the fox went viral, touching countless hearts around the world. Suddenly, the dog found itself a local celebrity, its deeds celebrated, its loyalty praised. Yet Scout remained humble, unaffected by its newfound fame. It was the same gentle, loyal dog, happy to play, to cuddle, and most of all, to listen to stories about its heroic act. Each time it heard the tale of its bravery, a soft, knowing look crossed its eyes. It remembered the cold night, the injured fox, and the feeling of purpose that had driven it to stay. Scout's story became a beacon of hope and inspiration. People marveled not just at the dog's loyalty, but also at the profound bond it shared with the fox. It served as a reminder that love and compassion knew no bounds, bridging differences and touching lives in the most unexpected ways. Years passed, and Scout's story continued to echo through the ages. It was told around campfires, written in school books, and even featured in documentaries about remarkable animals. And every time the tale was shared, it inspired awe and wonder. As Scout grew older, its fur turning from vibrant brown to a distinguished gray, it never forgot the lessons learned during that fateful night. Its eyes, though clouded with age, still held the wisdom and kindness that had won hearts worldwide. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, Scout passed away peacefully in its sleep. To the very end, it was surrounded by the love of the villagers, who had become like family. It left behind a legacy of loyalty, courage, and an enduring testament to the incredible bond it shared with the fox. To this day, people in the village tell stories of Scout, the dog who stayed with the injured fox until help arrived. It serves as a reminder that true friendship knows no boundaries, species or size, and that loyalty can be a guiding light in the darkest of times. And that's all for today's story. We hope you enjoyed the tale of Scout, the loyal dog whose unwavering companionship saved an injured fox. If you loved this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel to be part of our amazing community. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time with another incredible animal adventure.